Hello, happy bros. Hey, you're about to get a face full of the Kenn Bosak. He's a mentor. That's what I heard. He's a connector. Oh, yeah. He's a brilliant leader. I've seen it. He's Kenn Bosak. Oh, happy bro. You gotta get some Bitcoin and hold it. Happy bros. You gotta get those NFTs and you gotta hodl that stuff. You gotta hodl it. 'Cause I'm Kenn bro. We got your Bitcoin, bro. He's an original. Buy some NFTs and hold them. How many times does he have to tell you? Going to the moon. We're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. Going to the moon. We're going to the moon. We're gonna get real high. 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 Yeah, we're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. Bro, we're going to the moon. Oh yeah, we're going to the moon. We're gonna get real high. Real high. Yep. Real high. Hello, happy bros. Come get your Kenn Bosak.
And we're live, bros.
I'm not here.
What are you, John Cena? I can't see you now.
It's this, right? Oh, look at that beautiful Kenn face. That's the Uplift world, is it not?
Yeah,
It is.
This is Genesis right here. And as you can see, I have something in my eye.
What'd you do to yourself?
If I hit the spacebar button, I can run over here. And if you want to hang out with me in my house, head on over to Uplift, Genesis World. You can see my big old face in the sky. Oh, that's the back of the house. I got lost. Hey, there's Jen.
Hello.
You have to walk through the vines because, you know, it's a hidden process here. And then these plates open the door, and if you're not fast enough, it'll shut. But there you go. That's the inside of my house. I got my love mattress.
Ooh, there it is.
There's a party on Kenn's face in Genesis. Everyone welcome.
Yeah. Party on
That apparently is an uplift alert. I did not know it was going to happen.
Everyone's coming.
Jen, do you have alert power?
Oh yeah.
Holy crap. That's like, I don't even comprehend that level of mod power.
You should have it because that's how you get all the
I don't
people to
know.
the party.
Well, I guess, Jen, let's kick it off with a little explainer on what's happening on the other side of my screen here is an Uplift, which is a Minecraft server. I guess let people know a little bit about like what's going on here, how they can even get here if they have, you know, Minecraft on their computers at home. How can they jump on in and join us?
Well, the probably fastest, easiest way is to go grab a passport from Nifty Blocks from the Uplift World Collection and head on over to enter.theuplift.world and link your accounts. And we have a getting started guide on our website, which is super helpful because it's a bit of a process. And if you have any questions, join our Discord because people are friendly and helpful, and we would love to see you in.
Yeah,
So
the website's in the title of the live stream here. So if you're watching live or pre-recorded video, the title has entered the uplift.world right there in the title. So you should be able to just copy paste, or I think Twitter maybe actually has it clickable. It does. Twitter has it clickable. So if you're watching on Twitter, you can just click on the title. It'll take you right to the website. Grab a passport and hop on into Minecraft and come on come on over to my face.
come visit.
Oh, I see what you almost said.
I
Party on
know.
Kenn's face.
Also, if you're watching live, scan the QR code in the bottom right of the screen for a chance to win a free NFT. I have a QR code on the bottom right there. You can see it. It will update throughout the live stream. So if you see it change, go ahead and scan the QR code. I'll do it right now. Boom, it changed. You scan it, you get a free NFT. This is the Genesis world, right? I wanted to talk a little bit
Sorry,
about
I'm
what you've got
doing
cooking on
something on my desk. Are you
Ethereum,
doing more
but this
to
is utilizing NFTs on the Wax marketplace.
I knocked something over.
So if you use Ethereum, how's that going to look? Is there going to be like interoperability, or is it like the Ethereum world versus the Wax
It's
world?
no way, man. It's total interoperability. You're gonna get the NFTs on Ethereum, for either one of the two maps that we have going on. The creative one is Ethereum, and the survival one is Degen 1. Right? There's gonna be maps you can click on any area of the map, and you'll be able to buy the underlying kind of NFT deed to that plot of land. Right? So that NFT is going to exist on Ethereum, but the second that you get into the game, you're just in our metaverse, right? So it doesn't matter if you come in through having NFTs on Wax or Ethereum or any of the other blockchains we're going to be on. So it will be perfect cross-chain functionality right from the jump. Like that's just part of it, right?
That's
so
crazy.
We can actually
That
bring
makes
the
this
tribes
probably
together.
the most interoperable metaverse to date, because I currently don't think there's a metaverse that uses two blockchains for their metaverse.
I really don't want to get into the pissing contest of who's first, just because I always see people end up doing that.
Don't even have to be who's first, but like who's more seamless.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen it. I don't want to say that it's impossible. I haven't seen everything that's out there, but we're definitely running into that gap. We're definitely early, and we're just getting warmed up. Like this year is going to be all about going not just multi-chain to Ethereum, but to a bunch of different blockchains. And then the whole kind of ethos behind it, the idea behind it, is that we can actually start to bring some of these tribes that can be very tribal, these communities that can be very tribal. We're going to bring them together. You're going to be able to walk from our Wax worlds to our Ethereum worlds, to the Solana worlds, to the Polygon worlds, whatever. You'll feel like you're in the same universe, right? And those communities will have their own kind of city states within our metaverse.
That's beautiful. That's actually one thing I've been most curious about. So like, I can just like walk from one chain to the other instead of like one world to the other, essentially.
Yep. And they're all going to be in the attached to the big dome complex that we're starting to build just outside the portal hub for Wax. So again, like there's like the building that everybody starts in is a giant portal hub where you can get to all of the maps that exist on the Wax blockchain. And about 100 yards away from that, on this path covered in sea lanterns, which is how I built it. I'm obsessed with sea lanterns. I don't even know why. You can get to a spot where you can see that I'm going to be building a giant dome. But there's a dome that's up there for Ethereum, and it's got I think 75 plus logos in it now for partner projects that got embassy plots on both Ethereum and Degen 1 to kind of help us spearhead the whole thing over there. Hey, digital assets things.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to turn around so I can get a good view. There we go.
So serious.
Dutchie and Kenny. Dude, I always throw my stuff. I didn't mean to throw that stuff. I hit Q instead of W. Damn it.
You have me like turning my head and looking out.
I hit another button. Yeah, I'm such a noob. I'm a keyboard and mouse noob.
Those are so good.
That's beautiful.
Oh, the only way I can get off of that screen is to do that. Lame. All right, I'll just sit there then. That's fine. So, if you have an Ethereum plot or a Wax plot, you'll be able to interact inside, the metaverse as a whole. Is there anything that's going to be like specific, anything like special for like the Ethereum side of things, or anything unique for the Wax side of things?
Yeah. So, on the Ethereum side, we're, and I haven't seen them test it out. So we're trying a bunch of new shit this time. So, and I'm expecting at least something to probably not work. But one of the things that we're going to attempt to do is have automatically updating one of one NFTs for Ethereum. So, the second that you see your NFT, it's actually going to be the picture on that NFT is going to be a picture of the land that's there. And you'll be able to update it, every so often, so that when you build something, you'll actually be able to get a representation of that build actually on your NFT, which is something we've never pulled off before. So every one of these NFTs, instead of being just generic like Ethereum World NFTs or DGen 1 NFTs, every single one of them is going to be a one of one, either of the base land that you're getting or of whatever you build. You'll actually be able to update the metadata on that.
It's like Zillow,
updated. What's that?
Yeah.
The Zillow of metaverses.
Yeah, I mean, you'd be able to get a picture of the actual NFT. So like this, you'd be able to see this build actually on the NFT itself, right?
How? How?
Magic.
I was gonna say, is this like one of the KFC secret spices? Is this like a secret ingredient?
No. It's like people will be able to probably. I said that about the using the land keys as land deeds, and apparently that's not super easy to figure out. I thought it made sense to us when we built it. It's only a matter of time before other people start figuring it out. But we use a DIN map, right? So that's a world map. So you can actually see just from a browser, you can see each map and all the plots and whatever, right? And you can actually do like a 3D view, and you can zoom right in, and we'll actually be pulling the image directly from that, which is how it's actually going to automatically update.
Oh, shit. That's cool. That's new. That's interesting and exciting.
Like this specific
now it makes me want to build my giant penis even more.
Still a PG-13 server. Damn it.
Well, no, it'll be.
I wonder how close you could get though. Like if you built like a traditional. I mean, you just build the Washington Monument. I mean, that's just like a pointy dick, and that's in public.
You can build a giant tiny one too, which is like hard to even conceptualize. Like, how do you have like a
Think
about it. How could something be big and small at the same time, or small and big at the same time? Now we're exploring time and space with each other. I love math.
I wanted to show this off real fast while I can. I think I have. Yeah, perfect. So this is my skin. By the way, if you're if you play Minecraft, you can get NFTs that will be viewable as skins inside Minecraft. So you can play Uplift as me. This is my skin. You can grab this on Atomic Hub, Nifty Blocks, or Hive, any of the marketplaces for wax. You'll be able to see these. Digital Asset came up with these ones here. And you could be me in the metaverse. They are limited, so not everybody, I guess, could look like me, or at least not everybody could have the NFT of the skin that looks like me. But I thought this was one of the cooler things that, haven't been used enough in, like, the world is like skins, NFTs, and metaverses, and the fact that it's so seamless for Uplift that I was talking to Jen a little while back about it. Like this may be like the next run would be fashion. I'm excited to see skins take off more in the metaverse, because land is it's cool, but it's different than like. You could be a farmer, I guess, right, and like yield crops in the metaverse. But like to be a producer in the metaverse, I think producing skins is going to be like the first major job market, self-employment wise. Rather than trying to be like Corey and make your own metaverse, you can join a metaverse and then make your own brand within that brand. So I just wanted to shout out the Digital Asset. Check out these skins. But is there anything you can let people know a little bit more about, like, building a brand within the Uplift?
Yeah, I mean, that's a great way to do it. A lot of the other things that are going out, and there's tons of videos of the galleries coming out, like actually creating NFT galleries. It has become a whole genre. Whether it's the Cube Gallery or Rocket Gallery. We just had the Meta Art Club. They're going to be launching on Ethereum. Like 35 artists. They built an amazing gallery in Ethereum, actually, and it looks freaking fantastic. So that would be the kind of the main one that we're seeing a lot of already But I think, projects coming in and creating, gamified experiences. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Oh, that's
gallery,
an awesome
this
spot.
this is an example of the gallery Corey's talking about, and these are interactable. So you could actually like play this on your computer, whip out your phone, scan the QR code, and it will take you right to the drop so you can purchase the NFTs that are on display in the gallery. So this is the Dutchy gallery. You can see all the art on the walls, pretty much like a museum that you would go to in your city, except it's not, it's not old irrelevant art. This is new relevant future art, and
Right.
you can actually buy this right off the wall, which is pretty much like the functioning side of the thing. So like, it's cool, it looks cool, but it also has a function. You can purchase the art off the wall by scanning the QR code. So having a gallery in the metaverse beneficial in the fact that you're like marketing directly to your audience. People playing in the metaverse care for NFTs, and there you go. Instead of putting up an ad on Instagram or Facebook where the demographic audience may not know what an NFT is still, the people inside the metaverse in these games know exactly what they're looking at, and if they see it, they like it, they'll buy it.
Can confirm.
It's very well said.
That's Kenn.
And I agree.
Yep.
No, I think it's one of the interesting things about it is it does its, like you said, it's its own marketing structure. Like people could just be kind of messing around for fun, and all of a sudden you get a sale. So like that is pretty unique. Now, one thing I'd like to see him do is on some of these, like give the QR that pulls up the AR thingy. That way, like you could just be in the metaverse, but then pull Dutchy into your living room from the metaverse. That'd be dope. Or Kenny, obviously.
I'd
rather
be
have
surprised
Kenny
if he
at home.
doesn't have that up in there. Because I think some of these are the
Well,
AR files.
I was to say some might be because there are some that are really limited, but also it takes you to the
Probably.
NFT for sale. So when you're on like a Nifty or Atomic or wherever, right, you should be able to just see right where that is, like the AR. So this will take you to the NFT itself, and within that NFT is that QR code to launch the AR. But I know what you mean, like a hot link directly to it.
Right. Yeah, it'd be fun because it's a game. So like using a game, pulling a game character out of the game is kind of unique. Like it's leaving your screen and entering your actual world. That's kind of cool. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I want to walk around one of
It's a
these,
vibe.
like see mannequins wearing the skins, and the skins being available for purchase too would be cool.
I want to see a physical version of this skin, like a costume that you have to wear of this Kenny.
So Jen, outside of the galleries, have you noticed people being able to be entrepreneurs in the uplift, like outside of the gallery utility? How are people being able to build a brand for
Herbie.
themselves?
Well, similar to using the gallery utility, we've got a couple of good ideas, and they'll mostly be showing up on Ethereum soon. I was talking a lot with Cheryl and Janice of Bitcoin Consultants Worldwide, and what they'd like to do with their Mushroom Towers building is take a section of each floor and showcase all of their friends and link to their stuff with the QR codes. And that's very powerful. I don't know if you know who they know, but they know a lot of people. So it's a lot of fun to see them wanting to do that. And our lawyer wants to do something similar. He'd like to build something on his plot and then put up a bunch of pictures and stories of all the clients he has who have done things similar to what the Uplift has done, formed a DAO and had a good time and think that he's great because he is, and just build business that way. So that's a super easy way of doing it.
I'm because we partner with a bunch of startups, and a lot in the startup accelerator in the New Moon Accelerator, and I can't wait to see like a walkthrough deck, like a pitch deck. It's gonna be awesome.
Oh
It
shit, that
really
would be
is.
pretty cool. Yeah, like a pitch deck people can actually like walk through, or a roadmap they can actually walk down.
Yeah.
I actually have a meeting coming up with a browser about an interview, and I was going to talk to them about this. So I figure I'll pick your brains about it. Where I actually see it happening mostly here in Uplift, where you can see where social media is kind of taking its next evolution. Where we, it was like blog sites and things like Reddit, and then there was like Facebook and Twitter. Then we got Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok. I think the next step for social media, like where people will be the most like you mentioned earlier, where you're like, lawyer wants to post his things and people. I think that the metaverse will be the next social media. Where Uplift may have as much foot traffic and random chats and things happening and forums in a different visual way, but in a similar way to where we see people flocking to Twitter or Facebook for that social engagement. I think that metaverses may be able to replace a lot of that, and like personal websites, instead of going to kennydoll.com, I'll say, go to the metaverse. This is the plot location. That's my website, or that's my profile. You can keep up to date with my daily activities. Go to my plot. That's where I post my life. How do you guys see the future of like the metaverse when it comes to like, basic Web 2, since we're talking about Web 3, where's the metaverse play in like replacing Web 2 environments, and how do you see that playing out as far as like, what does a browser look like in the metaverse?
Yeah, I think it's going to swallow everything that happens with Web 2. I think metaverse is going to eat the world.
It kind of has to.
Right. It's and we think about like Ready Player One as sort of the one of the better established imaginings of that future. Right. When we get in here, it's going to be a tactile, situation. And eventually with Neuralink, it's just going to be our brains. Right. This is version 1.0 of how we're going to exist in a digital space that's going to be dramatically more real to us than the real world. And it'll only get crazier, with time. So yeah, I think that part of it is the trend on that is going to be absolutely inevitable. And I think like near term, what we're going to see is higher def. We're going to see the Uplift moving builds into Uplift, Unreal 5 environments. We're going to see all sorts of different kind of avatars that we can use back and forth. We're going to see browser interfaces that will be able to show you builds without needing Minecraft or anything else, right? So like the friction points are going to start kind of evaporating. The ability for projects, for individuals to gamify experiences is only ever going to increase. The number of ways that people can link in NFTs is only ever going to increase, right? And crypto as well. So yeah, no, I think it's like we're seeing the very, 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 very beginning of this, and it is absolutely going to eat the world. And I think like the biggest thing for me is, and this is why like we have a huge and important principle as far as I'm concerned with the Uplift, to partner with everybody who's in the metaverse space who wants to partner. Right? There's a lot of people that kind of think in zero sum game kind of thinking, and feel like they don't want to work with anyone who might be like sort of quote unquote competing with them. We want to literally partner with all of them, and here's why: network effect is going to be everything. Right? Facebook and things like it prove it. Right? The metas of the world are going to try and dominate this space. And if we want to make it the sort of open culture internet, of the future, we absolutely have to band together and create every single kind of interoperability as we possibly can to create so much value and so much fun that we get more network effect than the corporations that will just end up coming in and stealing all your data and making it a shitty place.
Ready Player One is fuck, yeah.
I had an interesting question about that. So we're talking about like really far into the future. Do you think that like we're going to have the necessity for all of these environments to run on like the mobile device? Or do you think that, with the rise of, VR, it doesn't really matter? Or
how far into the future?
I mean, I'm just thinking more near future. Like, do you think that the ones that have the mobile experience are like destined to win, or do you think that's just like everybody will eventually? And then
I mean, like spatial is a kind of a good example, right?
Right.
And we actually have Modded Outlaws, an awesome member of our Uplift community, created a way to take a tour of a build from a phone, right? In an Uplift build. And I think that those are it's super important. Like we think about this shit all the time, right? It's only a matter of time before having the ability to be on mobile is essential inside the next 3 to 5 years, right? And I think like the cool thing about having, being on Minecraft is like it's only a matter of I think a relatively small amount of time before we're working on all the other Minecraft platforms instead of just Java, right? Which is a thing we've been working on for a while in our little R&D department. But yeah, no, I think being able to be on mobile. I mean, mobile is where everybody's spending most of their time now, right? So like it's a thing that I definitely think will be essential. And again, it depends on how big you want to be, right? Like if you like, I don't have any sort of illusions often of Uplift being like this global dominant thing, right? Like I just know that it has to keep going no matter what, right? Like the culture and the history that's already been put into these worlds is so important to me that we just can't ever quit. Right now, I don't know how big that's going to make us. We've got a lot of opportunity for sure.
I wonder what the statistics are for something like crypto voxels, which is computer and mobile based, and how many people actually interact with their metaverse mobilely, considering they have the option. I don't know how big mobile metaverse would be, considering like it feels more immersive. So I feel like people would want to be at their computer rather than on their phone to experience the metaverse. But maybe to like just check in on it, if you're like, if it's a business portal for it, maybe mobile. But I feel like the people running the daily drivers in it, like the daily players in the metaverse, would probably be more immersed at their computer with, most likely more than one monitor, because that's the world we be living in now. Or, I feel like even if it went mobile, it would still take a lot longer for that trend to catch on, because it's just such an immersive experience as an end user. You want to be sit down, nothing else happening around you but you in your metaverse.
I think it is
really, because sorry, Jen, go ahead.
Well, it is very immersive, but I think we also have to look at who we're bringing into the metaverse and what they're typically using. I'm trying to think of all of the teenagers I know, which aren't very many, but a lot of them don't actually have regular access to computers. Mobile is their life. And so as much as the mobile experience to me would be something maybe I'd show somebody at their house instead of on my computer, I'd rather be on my computer, but I'm not that generation. So I'm wondering as much as I'd like to just dismiss it as being it's cool, but it's not the same, it might have to be at some point. Or the mobile device will just get better in terms of that immersive experience. If I can use my mobile device and put on some, say, a VR headset, then go for it, then yes.
I think like the term mobile is going to include, some pretty slick AR and VR glasses pretty soon, right?
I think it has
and then 10 years from now, Neuralink is going to make all these arguments pointless.
Yeah. These worlds are going to be like overlaid onto our world essentially, and we'll have the choice from going from this angle to just out here. Yeah, I think that is going to be the advantage. There's always going to be people that want to sit in their home at the computer. There's always going to be people that want to be on the mobile device. But what we all can agree upon is that it's typically better to have nothing in front of us and experience the world, right? So like that, and I'm excited because we're getting closer to that. And I know that there's going to be this weird like gap that we have to bridge, like this mobile device gap, I guess we call it. But like, as long as people can hang on a few years, it doesn't matter, because everything will be, like we were talking about, like Ken said earlier, seamless. Like there's going to be one environment to another, just no friction.
Yeah,
that does start with our mobile device.
I think that friction's with the development of mobile devices and their operating systems, things like that, because it is kind of gate kept in that sense, where like Minecraft could make it so you could do these things mobily more so than you could as running a server. So I think it just comes down to the corporations and the hardware developers like Microsoft or Apple kind of just getting like a standard. And I think since metaverse is still such a new vernacular in this world that we're in, it's going to take a while for them to come to a conclusion on what a standard should look like when it comes to like, bridging mobile and, PC. But I do see that happening more so in like the console wars, where like, your Xbox and PlayStation are competing with your computer for gaming attention. And they're actually starting to incorporate more applications into your gaming console, so it feels more like a computer than it does a game console.
Right.
So I feel like mobile may feel more like a computer as like these producers of mobile electronics get, kind of on that ball of just making things physically, better, making my phone more like my computer, rather than the programmers making applications for the computer have to cater to the mobile world.
Yeah, I think like 3 to 5 years from now, let's say 5, just for fun. Phones are going to be more than powerful enough to do all the processing work for VR, and the glasses that are going to be available will just look like slick cyberpunk glasses you could just slip on, and then you're in an experience that's far more immersive than this one, seamlessly from your phone.
There's just gonna be like eye filters eventually. Like, so you're gonna have a thing in your brain, and then you go to your phone and you're like, I want everything to seem like, I want to block all the blue light or all the yellow light from my environment today. And you just have like that, right?
That's like
I want to see everyone
contact lenses.
Walking through the airport. I only want to see people in their uplift skin
or bumblebee suits,
or that too.
I've always wanted a bumblebee suit, like a costume, because very like round looking. I just want to like
that would be funny to just like tell everybody like everyone you're seeing in the metaverse thinks they're wearing like their nice, cool, snazzy skin, and you have a filter overlay, so they're all just in bumblebee outfits.
Yep. 100%.
Or with your avatar, like they're all just running around in their underwear. Like, that's cool.
Just picture everyone in the metaverse in their underwear. It's less intimidating. Oh wait, they are all in their underwear. It is less intimidating.
All of this is true.
Actually, was curious. Earlier, you were talking about like overlaying the metaverses, and I was wondering, do you have like a metaverse within a metaverse outside of Uplift? So is Uplift represented anywhere in like Decentraland, Crypto Voxels, or any of these other environments that are similar? Like, is there any like, does Uplift have a plot in like another metaverse?
Like the headquarters.
Yeah, like
right. No, we
sort of
we
using that
don't
as like a bridge for marketing. Like, oh, you were in Crypto Voxels? Well, check us the hell out.
Yeah, we don't have that yet, and it's something we talk about a lot. I think it's definitely something that we're interested in doing.
It'd be unique too, and just to keep the style consistent too. So like you're in that world and you see this headquarters, it kind of has this appearance. Like that'd be so unique, right? And then like just kind of bridge it somehow for them to get over.
Yeah, because then I would feel like Crypto Voxels would want to plot in Uplift so they could advertise their world within your world, and that's that network effect you were talking about earlier.
I just build them one. Here you go.
Well, and it's the network effect, and then we have the interoperability on top of that, and then you have, browsers are a good short-term solution, but I'm excited about the long-term solution when my AI buddy is just going to have conversations with me, and it'll be like having a browser, but 1 billion times better. That's where I'm excited, and the interoperability, and I can go where I want when I want, and not have to think about changing from one platform to another, and looking forward to it.
Absolutely.
It's
a little off topic, but what do we think the cell phone looks like in 20 years?
Gone,
right? Is it a ball that follows you around, or it's just a part of your consciousness?
Yeah, it'll. Yeah, I think 20 years from now, Neuralink is actually going to be a thing.
Real.
You might have something on you that's like a processing core that you carry around, but it's just going to be like a little brick that's sending signals to your brain.
I don't know if I love that.
You'll never take it out of your pocket.
I like being able to leave it on the counter and walk away from it.
Yep.
Me too.
Yeah, but they don't like you having that choice.
No, I know.
And also like and I think a lot of people will opt out, right? But a lot of people said they were going to opt out of cell phones too, and like 5 of them did.
What does opting out mean at that point? Just not
don't get it
society?
in. Just don't help. Honestly, you're. I mean, there's gonna be a subculture of people that don't want to basically technologically ascend.
Yeah,
but that's gonna be the price.
They're called the Amish.
Right. Right. Like honestly, like that. Like people that don't, and like I think it'll be for us. It's just gonna feel a lot more normal, right? So that's fine. But the people that get on the Neuralink train are gonna have the capacity to operate at thousands of times a normal human being. Very, very quickly.
Not gonna be fair.
Right. Like it won't be fair, at all. So that the possible advancements, the amount of productivity will be like 2-3 orders of magnitude different. And those people will just become an entirely different species than the people that don't do it. And it'll happen inside 100 years.
Creativity or just brain power, like suppose.
Yes.
Like I don't know how we separate the two.
No, like that's the thing. It doesn't matter, right? It could be productivity for being a musician, or it could be productivity for being an accountant. It won't matter.
Just productivity. Yeah, that's cool.
I think as long as I
Interesting.
can turn it off at the end of the day and just be face to face with my family, I'll be happy.
100%, right? Like I think like that, and that'll absolutely be the case. Although it'll still be recording everything you think.
Yeah.
Right now, granted, like depending on it'll
data
then
comes
only be a matter of
across.
time before like it when your meat robot dies. The Neuralink will mean that there will actually be a process recording of everything that is Jen. And then, your AI avatar will be, I think, indistinguishable from you anyway. And it might even feel like it is you. So, immortality, you go.
Yeah, okay. I'm down.
Yeah.
Damn.
Just even having that possibility means that we're probably in a simulation, right? Like just even
I
that
mean,
possibility being available.
The thing is, like, it would, even if this was the
Cares
base
even.
universe, it would still be an amazing thing. But yeah, no, this is definitely a simulation. Have you seen the Kenn Bosak? Like, there's no way that's real.
Yeah, they say if the universe can fit inside of a Kenn Bosak, that it must be a simulation.
Right. And clearly it has. Like we're all in a Kenn Bosak fever dream. And we're better off for it.
Can you imagine?
Yes, I just did.
I can't.
Yous are all product of my imagination. If I die, the universe goes with me because I'm the only reason it's here.
Yeah, it's the observer thing, man. Like, if you turn around, we all disappear.
Yeah. I'm with that. Dude, I'm just so amazed
I mean,
by
this
like
what's
all
really
this
messed up
stuff
is that's
people
actually how
have done.
Minecraft works. If you turn around, it literally doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, things don't
It's
even
like,
exist till
oh.
I get close enough to them. It's like things are giant, enormous monoliths are appearing before my face as I walk through or fly. I guess I'm flying through the metaverse.
Then why do we trick ourselves into caring when things are either quote unquote good or bad? It's weird.
I mean,
I'm getting
250,000
philosophical.
years or more of evolution to avoid tigers is probably why that happens.
It's a lot of programming.
Right? I mean, that's like, it's pretty deep down there.
It's human
But
job.
yeah, the super rational mind would suggest that none of this matters.
Yeah.
At least not enough to get upset about it.
That's why the smartest person in the world / richest, right, says we're only here to reproduce, and that is it.
Yeah, but if I don't want to go into his past and question what he might be.
Somebody.
Whoa! What is this ginormous building?
It's weird.
Oh, have you not seen that? So this is a dude that used to work at. This is a true story too. Every time I tell the story, I'm like, I don't even feel like it's true, but it is. Buddy of mine that works at 01 Capital actually was like a Goldman Sachs guy, and then got out of it to do crypto because it's way cooler. He built this whole thing. Like, I think like usually while he's in meetings, which is
That's
nuts.
hilarious.
I think he actually ended up getting a couple builders, but yeah, it's fucking massive. Like the whole thing is a community plot that we gave to 01 Capital way back in the day. And the entire thing's covered up, and it's basically a giant arcology that has a giant city in it.
This seems like a chill spot. I just want to chill here. This is nice.
Yeah, it seems fun.
Is there a way to sit down? I don't know how to sit if there is a
Yeah, I
sit.
think you can kind of like squat.
Oh wait. Yeah.
There you go. Nailed it.
Oh, it doesn't stay. But all right, I'm sitting. This is such a chill spot.
Yeah, I always start thinking about time and space when I'm dealing with the metaverse.
Oh, I found a bird. Oh, wow. Okay, it flies. I thought that was just something somebody I thought that was something somebody just built. Are you freaking out because of me, buddy? What's up? I can pet you. I can pet you.
Pet it. Oh, kind of way.
Yeah, and that's another thing I thought was really cool is you can't really destroy somebody else's building, so you don't have to worry about vandals in the metaverse. I can come over here and just like punch a wall. Nothing will happen, as you can see. You can't break that block here. So if you don't own the deed to the land, you don't own the land key NFT, you can't actually come in and destroy what somebody has put into building. Which is
not your keys, not your destructive power.
Yeah, exactly.
There it is.
So you don't have to worry about vandals in the metaverse, at least on this side of things. I don't know what that's going to look like in the future, but I'm sure there'll be a thing where that'll be a problem. But that problem is pre-solved here.
I want a moon world. Like why can't we have like different planets and like
I'm sure that you guys. Well, I don't know because of the pixel, like the height thing, but I'm sure there could be a moon in one of these.
I mean, we could make a map
moon map.
that is very moon-like. It's interesting, actually. New Moon,
the moon,
right? New Moon wants to make a city-state that basically runs an HOA where there is only a certain like a number and kind of blocks that can be used, right? So the color palette is going to be in sync. Like basically, you can build whatever you want as long as you use stuff that's going to make it look like it's all one build, like one giant kind of art piece, which is pretty fun. But that made us start thinking about it. It's stuff that, from a technical perspective, we absolutely can do. And of course, we're a DAO now, right? So like it would be really awesome to see
what
somebody
does that mean?
Make a proposal.
Because
I
feel like a lot of people listening, especially as more new people keep coming in. This year has been the first year they've ever heard NFTs, and now everything's a DAO. What does it mean when you say you are a DAO?
Yeah, it basically means that if you own our DAO token called UDT, it's on Ethereum, you can make proposals for how we run this business. And then the rest of the community, the rest of the people that own the DAO tokens, use those DAO tokens to vote gaslessly using snapshot.org on Ethereum. And that's how we do governance. So the community, basically gets to ratify, everything that we do along with the team and myself. So basically, instead of having, corporate overlords, we wanted to make, the community feel like they actually had a ton of ownership in what we're doing. And they do. Sort
of like being shareholders in a shareholders meeting, except a little bit cooler.
I absolutely think so, right? Like where, you don't have to be in the meeting. You can vote anytime you want. You can actually make whatever proposals you want. And those tokens are instantaneously liquid, right? Like if you hold shares in a company, trying to move those shares as if they actually had any real value is right next door to impossible unless they're like on the stock exchange, right? So like startups and stuff like that, it's actually really hard to kind of maintain any liquidity there. Whereas, we've had a liquidity pool for our DAO tokens since the beginning. You could buy and sell them the second that we airdrop them. So,
Jen, have you noticed any lobbying in DAO in the metaverse? Like people trying to buy votes or get the community to side with them so they can build up like a privacy fence from their neighbor?
I haven't had anybody approach me specifically.
Just amazing.
I have had, yeah, it's weird because I'm not manipulatable at all, but I'd love to have somebody approach me and say, "Hey, I'd like your support on this thing."
It'd be cool if they tried. Yeah, no, I think like obvious. Even right, because the team, the first thing I did after securing, basically buying the uplift from our previous corporate overlords, was to give half of it away. Right, so 25% went to the core team members that hadn't been getting paid for the last 3 months, right? And then we started the process of giving 25% of it to the landholders. So we dropped a big chunk to everybody that owns land and who was part of the sort of Upliftium, our in-game token, community. And then we're going to do another big tranche, I think before the end of the year. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going to put this out here right now. Buy my vote. If anybody approaches me for support on getting anything past
Her
quorum,
vote is for sale.
My vote's for sale.
That's awesome.
I do have some morals and ethics, but find out what they are.
I'm all about it. I think that's smart. Yeah, guys, I'm amazed that more people haven't been lobbying. Now, granted, like the team is really trying to stay out of the way, right? Like we're making, I'm obviously the largest DAO token holder. I've never swayed a vote with that, and my intention is to never have to do it. And so, it's the vast majority of this is the community showing, its will and intent. And on process stuff, the team will vote a lot. Like I vote with, I have a player account because I own a lot of land, so I do whatever the fuck I want to do with that because I got that the same way as all the other players do. And I bought a whole bunch. Like I think I'm up about 500,000, and we have 100 million DAO tokens total. I bought 500,000 off the open market, just because I don't know, I'm a little bit bullish about this. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, dude, what would be really cool is to see community projects within this project using their own tokens for lobbying in
Yes.
such a way where it's like, I have Kenn token, so hey guys, I need you to vote on this for me. Every time I see you vote with me, I'll airdrop you some Kenn tokens.
I mean, I feel like we
Yeah.
should make some kind of Kenn proposal right now so that we can do that literal thing to test it out and have fun with it.
It sounds pretty dope.
It does
We
have
should
pretty
use
good.
it.
Yep.
Yep.
I think that's something that should move from
know me,
idea
right?
to action quickly.
Ken's law.
You know me, right? Like, Corey, you know me.
Yeah.
Why would
Rock
you?
and roll.
My proposal is nothing but bad. It would be like, I propose we just we demolish everything and everybody has to start from scratch.
Well, you did like
apocalyptic event. Just I want an asteroid to hit the
Cataclysm.
uplift, and everybody has to start from basic.
the thing is, like,
building.
if you vote yes, you get some Kenn token, and if you vote no, then
get to
you
keep
don't.
you get to keep the world away.
You get to keep all your builds. Yeah, I
want some
don't think
Dr.
you're gonna get a
Evil
lot of
shit.
votes for that. I don't think you have enough Kenn token. But I mean, again,
I know.
I'm still like, let's test it. Let's see how that works out.
Because that's
Man,
what I would
that's
want to
weird.
see somebody lobbying for is like world
Pure
I want to see
cataclysm.
like I just want to see a Dr. Evil in the metaverse. I'm like
All right.
I want 1 trillion. Like and Alien Worlds is like, all right, fine, here, destroy the world.
Dr. Evil. How do you even think of that guy? Holy shit. Is there not a Dr. Evil statue? It kind of looks like the one thing that's everywhere. Dr. Evil looks like that one character. I don't want to say it.
I found Playboy in the metaverse. Yes, that's a thing.
What's in there.
Oh wow, you
I think
move
it
so
this.
fast when you
I
follow.
know there's a Rabbitaur. Like Rabbitaur is the PFP project for Playboy. I know they have a gallery here somewhere. I don't know if
That's
it's in Genesis.
I tried to walk through the wall. I didn't try to zoom in on.
I mean, that was a
I think that was a
yeah. No,
Salvador
this is
Dali
it. This is
photo.
the Rabbitaur gallery right here.
Yep.
That photo's from a famous artist. I forget who it's from.
Okay, I love this one. Dude's smoking a carrot.
Yeah, rock and roll.
Oh, he's actually smoking a doob.
Shout out Roger.
Reading Playboy. Yeah, that's something I'm waiting, to see is how people get creative with like being bad actors. Like it's all part of the real world that we're in today.
Yeah.
Like where's the metaverse mainstream look when like Vladimir Putin's playing?
Yeah, where's his plot?
Yeah, I think
don't
if
like
you're,
that,
I think
right?
I think you'd end up getting banned pretty fast by
Pretty cool.
download from the uplift if you were Vladimir Putin.
I would hope so.
Oh, that's true. That's right. Community filtered.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. Like, and we've got mods, right? Like that. Like I feel like the first 8 months was all dealing with like the Kenn chaotic thing, right?
People
Like,
just buying
you know-
a plot to build a giant swastika or some dickheadery.
Well, no, and I think it was actually I can't remember if it was like I think it was the dude from Clash Dome made a building, and
Fucking
from
Clash
the
Dome.
2D map, like legit, it just looked like a swastika, right? And it was only after it snowed, right? So like just the part that was really high up, got snowed on, and then well, we was like, why do you guys have a swastika on your freaking world map? We're like, what the fuck? So I talked to him about it. I was like, hey, so was this intentional or? And of course, he totally changed it. But yeah, no, I mean, we've got mods. Like this is not like a free speech maximalist free for all. It's a PG-13 server, and because we're using Minecraft and Minecraft takes that stuff really seriously, we do too.
And it shit gets old too, that like the maximalism about free speech. Like everybody does have the right to free speech, but it's the same as going in the complete opposite direction. Like
yeah.
Well,
you
like,
have the
what,
right for the government not to tell you what to say or not to say, and that's all you fucking have, right?
I
You don't have the ability to say whatever you want on Twitter. That's not a thing. That doesn't exist, right? Like there are moderators there for a reason.
You don't even have the right
and
to say what you want in people's private small businesses. If I'm a pizza
Right.
shop
Like, it's
owner
just-
and you're in here talking shit about how pizza sucks, I'm like, get the fuck out of
Right?
my
Like
pizza store.
if I build a stage, Isn't there a big Russian flag over there? If I build a stage,
Where I'm
Oh my
headed.
god, we were just talking
speaking of
about
which, like that's okay. We do
Oh,
have some
shit.
Russian players. I haven't seen this before. Oh my.
that.
Yeah, the sickle and hammer.
Oh, that's a North Korean monument.
Is
That's
it? That's
no,
even
Vietnam,
weirder.
guys.
What's that?
That's there's a chunk of land on the side there. That's definitely Vietnam.
Oh,
Oh, all right. Well, that's cool.
I have to run. I have hungry children. But
Okay.
this is awesome. You guys
All right.
are
So
fun.
no, this is Vietnam. It's not even Russia. All right. Well, that's even better.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Well, Jen,
And-
thanks for joining us while you could. I appreciate
Yeah.
it. Thank you
Especially
very much.
just to let us know about the Vietnam thing. Like that's
yeah. I've been
good to
there.
know.
It's a thing. It exists. I know what it looks like.
National
Alright.
hero.
Enjoy the rest of your days and buy land.
Yes.
I love you.
Buy all the land.
right.
Otherwise, I might. So- Bye.
Bye. All right, Corey. So, what's up with the land sale on Ethereum? Give us all the info everyone needs to know.
Yeah, so you want to go to theuplift.world. That's our website. I would highly recommend going to the Discord. There's a quick link on there to get to the Discord for up to the minute updates. 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time tomorrow is when we're going to start. That's one of the best gas times on the weekend to try and get the gas prices down to as low as we can possibly get them for people to do this mint. And then at that time you'll be able to click through to a map and pick where you want to buy some land. That Kenn Bosak guy and Nathan McCrory, even for his podcast, they have plots of land on the DGen 1 map. So you can buy land near them. You'll be competing with me.
Be my neighbor
for sure. And I think the maps should have logos on them. We're still working on making that work. If that doesn't end up working, we're going to be releasing maps so people can kind of get an idea where where their friends are, partner projects or whatever, so they can get some stuff. I haven't seen this either. So what the hell? Like so Genesis is like the first map we ever released, right? There's so much here that I gave up on keeping up. Like I can't in any way keep up to how much freaking crazy stuff gets built around here. It's nuts.
Yeah, I was just building my home on my face, so I feel like
right? I had not seen your face home.
my face.
Yeah, so this is a giant ice boat.
So many bad jokes to make.
A giant ice boat track. I think it was actually Kindcoin that built that one. Super fun. You just get in a boat and you can go all the way down. Super fun. Race and carry on. So yeah, tomorrow 6 p.m. Get some Ethereum in a MetaMask or whatever kind of wallet, and you'll be able to go to our website, click through the sale page, click on the map anywhere you want to buy some land, and
What's
and
the
whip up
pricing
NFT.
starting at?
It's a 0.05 per plot. So you'll notice once you see the maps, there's actually some big plots. Most of the plots are 32 by 32. Some of them are 64 by 64. I imagine those will go very, very quickly. So it's the same price as everything else.
Can you fractionalize that once you buy one? Is there a way for somebody to
You can't right now, and it's not on our near-term roadmap, but it is something we're going to be able to do.
where I could be like a landlord essentially and take that 64 by 64, break it into like 4 quarters, and then
Mhm.
yeah. That's cool. I love how it looks like there's something in my eye.
Right? Is that a giant smiley face?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, man.
Who the
Love
heck-
it.
I forget who I was
It's good.
playing with now. I was playing with somebody and they built this and they showed me how to make things float. Like this is technically floating, see? Nothing holding it in the air.
Right?
That's fun.
They like broke the side after they built it or something. I think
Yeah.
technically now the vines might look like it's holding it up because they grew, but it's sort of like a goatee for the smiley face. But yeah, guys, hop into Uplift and check out my house here on my face. The cool thing about this mode is you can fly, so you can fly right up here.
Yeah, in all of the, I think there's like 3 creative maps now. You can fly on all those maps. Then we didn't even talk about the survival world stuff. Like all the survival worlds are connected together. You're gonna be able to like buy materials in any one of our maps and bring them to Dgen 1 if you want to. All you need is to pick up some Upliftium. So that's one thing I will say, Ken, is you were asking specific things for Ethereum. And the one-of-one picture NFTs, I think, are going to be like the big move there. But everybody is going to want a Wax account anyway, because all of our rewards, you're still going to earn, play to earn points on, the Ethereum worlds, but you're going to need a Wax wallet to get those rewards. We're only going to be releasing those rewards on the Wax blockchain for now. So good reason for Ethereum peeps to still grab a Wombat wallet for free and be on Wax.
Yeah, you can do all the exchanging for less money. I think that's one thing that people need to realize with this stuff. Like, that's actually a good system for how to do this. Like, people that aren't sure about Wax or anything, like, it has a clear utility in these games, and like making them actually operate behind the scenes in the play to earn environment. Like, that's hard to do with gas costs, and it's like people just don't acknowledge that for some reason.
I mean, that's initially why we looked at using Ethereum at first, and there was no way we were ever going to even look. There was no way, because we couldn't do any of the gamified things that we wanted to do on Ethereum. We just couldn't do it. There'd be no point.
Your stuff.
Right. Like, just like we want to be able to do microtransactions, we want to be able to send NFTs out to everyone all the time for barely any reason.
Dude, I can't wait for survival. I just want to kidnap and kill people and steal their loot. Like, I wanted to do that here, remember?
Tournaments all the time. No, I know. That's
I was like going to build death traps, but it's creative, so
murder
people can
holes.
just fly out of them. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of murder holes in survival mode for me. I'm looking forward to convincing people to come check out my plot, and then
you just fall into like stakes and die.
Yeah, or get trapped in like a cage, and you have to DM me to let you out.
That's true. You can always /spawn. Sorry for telling everyone how to get out of your traps, but that's how to do it.
Yeah.
So creepy, by the way. You're gonna creating Silence of the Lambs for the Uplift world.
Yeah, but if you kill somebody and there's a treasure chest underneath your trap, you can just like snag up all their loot before it like times out.
That's true. Just have a little hopper.
Yep. That's survival for me is gonna actually, like, people are gonna want to survive.
Yep. We're doing a bunch of. I think we're doing a PvP tournament now every week.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
What day of the week?
Yep. I don't know.
He's like, if I knew, I would have said that instead of once a week.
Yeah. Right.
I should have got the hint.
It wouldn't surprise me if it's on the weekend. Well, there is one. We're actually apparently we're doing. This is the other thing about being a DAO. So we've got like an events committee and a marketing committee. I talk to the marketing committee a lot just because a lot of the stuff that we do overlaps. But the events committee is now like putting on massive events all the time. There's a huge sign punch scavenger hunt, which basically means that you can go to a bunch of different places in the world, kind of explore, see new things, and go and high five a sign. And that actually, every single time you do that to these specific signs, it gives you points. And we track however many people get, all the points, and we'll send out NFTs or whatever, right? So there's a big scavenger hunt going on that way. And then, you know what? The Coliseum is Saturdays, 5:00 Eastern Standard Time. And that's every Saturday.
Awesome. Yeah, I heard some Digital Asset, I think, did some scavenger hunts with signs where he posted the claim link on the sign. And I guess, like, obviously the first person to find the sign, type in the he used like Bitly, so it was a short link, so you didn't have to type in the whole like long claim link that Atomic Hub gives you. But if you were like the first person to find the sign, type in that Bitly short link, you were able to claim a free NFT just by like walking around Uplift and seeing signs.
That's brilliant.
That's cool. Yeah, it's not as bad as trying to copy like a real link.
Right. Yeah, I was thinking about that when I was building my house. I was like, wow, I could put some signs down here with like Kenny dolls and stuff and just like change up the short links every once in a while when they're claimed.
I seen somebody recently trying to look at an ETH address and copy it on their phone. I was like, copy pasted, bro.
That's the scariest.
Yeah, dude.
And they were like, will it work in your wallet? I'm like,
Could you imagine having the confidence in your like digital penmanship to just visually
what I
look
said.
at it and type?
I can't imagine that at all. Hey,
that's
so
what I said. I was like, you're gonna fuck that up. You're gonna lose everything. You're gonna send that in the wrong place.
if you use a Bitly link, couldn't you set it up so that it was like a Medium article?
Yeah,
Even
yeah,
like
anything.
part of your website, right? So
Anything.
Medium article. So the first one is a claim link, right?
Right.
And then after that, they can buy them for $1,
Yeah, essentially.
right? And then that way, like, there's something they're not gonna like hit that link and like, oh, the free one's gone, and then not have anything they can do.
Yeah.
Right.
I think there's other things that you can do with like link routing to where like you can set up a hyperlink, like a short link, to be random. So like you don't know when.
Oh, that's interesting.
When you type in that like short link where it will take you, because 1 out of 10 times it will take you somewhere else or something.
Huh.
Yeah, I've seen people play around with that. I just don't know how. But I know
Yeah,
it's possible
that's-
that if you like go to a short link and you click it, you may not go to the same place somebody else may go.
Right.
I know people are using it for malicious things, like,
That's what I was gonna say. Like,
yeah.
that might raise red flags for us because we always test the QR codes once they come in, and I know like we can't have 100% effectiveness on that because people can reroute things after the fact or whatever. But we like to try and keep track of that as much as possible, just so people can have whatever confidence we can give them. Like, yes, we've tried this and it works. And again, it doesn't mean that it can't. People can't figure out how to game that, but we're at least trying to add a bit of a layer of confidence to it.
Well, more than I get with any links I see on Twitter, I'll tell you that.
Right? Yeah. 100%.
I guess to wrap things up, what is like something that you're looking forward to when it comes to metaverses, NFTs, and mainstream adoption? What are you most excited about in the near term? What's closer than farther away that's got you the most excited for what's next?
It's a good question. I think as we kind of dive into this bear market, it really does act like a great filter. The projects that are still around that we're partnering with that we're that are excited to be part of this and are building, that the only people that are really left and that are going to be left over the next 3 to 6 months are the badasses. And that makes me really excited because our community, especially the people that are sort of, really diving into DAO proposals and to figure out how to get really good at this and play with this way of collaborating, we've got a ton of energy in our community, right? And that to me is everything. Like that, like the kernel that we have to grow into Uplift 2.0 is fucking awesome. And that I think is going to set us up to do some real things. Now, for like adoption and for everyone, I hope that we can share with people what I started sharing with people right from the very beginning. I think this whole thing started because we started getting people into our Minecraft server at the beginning of the pandemic to gather together in this little cathedral that we built to watch the sunrise together, because you feel like you're together when you're in this world, and when you're in metaverses, you really do get that, not only a feeling of real presence, but presence with other people. We put gratitudes up and have that whole thing. The stickiness for me is that all that stuff still exists. All those gratitudes, that time, that moment, is now an actual monument that you can step in. You can watch a sunrise there anytime you want. And there's a real kind of soulful thing that is happening in spaces like this, that I hope we continue to be good stewards of sharing that message, because I think that's for me anyway, it's the reason why what we're doing here is important and why we can't quit.
I've been idle. I wasn't idle. I was walking around. Whatever. I was trying to watch the sunset with you, bro. I was setting up like a beautiful, serene setting. There we go. Oh, it's the sunrise, not the sunset. Whatever. Dude, I feel like we were here for 20 days and nights because of the way time moves in Minecraft.
Yep.
Captain Kool-Aid joined the game. All right, cool. So yeah, if you're watching tomorrow, you said 6 p.m., right?
Yeah, Eastern Standard Time.
Eastern, yep, Eastern 6 p.m. Enter.theuplift.world. Check them out. Make sure you got some ETH in your MetaMask. Pick up some land plots, and if you're more on the wax side of things, head on over to Atomic Hub, Nifty Blocks, or whatever, and check out Uplift over there for some land keys or passport. Pick up some skins. I think I don't think users are selling skins directly, right? That's just like businesses within the brand, right? So
Sorry, what?
Uplift isn't selling skins directly, right? I don't think I've seen users.
No,
but
no,
other people have sold skins for Uplift.
Right. Yeah, and we've talked about doing like a PFP project of some kind at some point. I'm very, very excited about other people doing it and creating art and creating revenue streams for themselves using Uplift as the platform. That just is super fun.
Yeah, I love seeing that brands being built within the brand of the Uplift and seeing them not just consume value but produce value for the environment as a whole. It's not it doesn't make it's not really profitable to be parasitic, especially in crypto in general, but like in metaverse the mentality is more symbiotic. How can I contribute, and your contribution is how you profit, not just how do I profit and then siphon value. You produce value. Being able to come into a game like this, imagine being able to hop in Call of Duty and you're like, well, I don't feel like playing today. I'd rather make a skin for other people to play. You don't even have that opportunity, but here you do. And this is one of the biggest, games in the world is Minecraft, and you being able to have a business within one of the biggest games in the world, it's just fucking epic. And to see what you've done and how you've inspired people to keep that ball moving, for me, I'm excited to see small business entrepreneurial wave happen in the metaverse. This is nothing. This is basically voluntarism. I want to see full employment opportunity here in the metaverse where 9 to 5, this is where you go, and not just work, but work with pride. You know what I mean? Like, people like to brag where they work. This is going to be one of the braggable places. Where do you work? Oh, in the metaverse. The fuck?
Yeah. Man, I absolutely agree. I think that's and it's something that we're trying to inspire and sort of juice that from the bottom up with the play to earn functionality of it. But yeah, no, I think people coming in to make their own businesses and creating value, and I think like NFTs are sort of the lowest hanging fruit there, but by no means is it the only one. I mean, there's a lot of people making a decent living just building for other people here now, right? I mean, that projects coming in that don't have the wherewithal and they can't hire their kids to do it, which is really common, and I also love that. Are spending real money on getting people to build them shit. So like that there's we've barely scratched the surface of that. And
I watched a Mr. Beast video recently where he was doing an experiment on hiring Minecraft contractors to build him a house, and he started with like $100. And then I think the last house he showed was like a $10,000 house he had built in Minecraft through like a contractor. Crap. I'm just like, what the There's contractors in real life that are just pissed. Like, what the fuck?
Like, what have I done with my life?
Right. They built like a stadium in Philadelphia in the real world, and they're like, wait, we could have been doing this in a video game?
Their parents told them, hey, go play outside.
Yes,
and now they have no
suckers.
And now they're laborers.
Do it yourself.
Oops.
Gotta play games. That's what that shows you.
Amen.
Well,
absolutely.
Go play.
Thanks for having me on, guys.
Thank you for being here, man. Tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern, enter.theuplift.world.
So no, you want to go to theuplift.world. Enter.theuplift is
that's what I always go to for
that's the
game.
portal website. Yeah.
And
again, like for up to the minute, like if we have to postpone for 15 minutes or whatever, because there's like a spike in gas prices, which we might do. It's a really good idea to be in the Discord so you'll be able to get up to the minute updates. But yeah, so theuplift.world, find the Discord, get in there.
Oh, and that's
say
where
hello.
you have the voice chat too. So if you're playing in Uplift and you want to talk to people as they're playing, join the Discord, and they have an audio option there for you to be able to like just talk to people while you're running around. So you don't have to, be in the metaverse in silence.
We're actually very likely going to be partnering with another Minecraft kind of metaverse. They're kind of more of a MMORPG game project, but it's going to be reducing the friction to actually get into the uplift by a lot. And they have a proximity audio chat system that will just probably start working in the uplift. So yeah. Shit's gonna pop off, man.
Proximity chat's my favorite. I
It is.
More games incorporated it.
It's good stuff.
Yeah. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap things up. Love you all and have a day.
Love you.
Ciao.
Bye.
Hello, happy
Dropping
bros.
elbows.
You're about to get a face full of the Kenn Bosak. He's a mentor. That's what I heard. He's a connector. Oh, yeah. He's a brilliant leader. I've seen it. He's Kenn Bosak. Oh, happy bro. You gotta get some Bitcoin and hold it. Happy bros. You gotta get those NFTs and you gotta hodl that stuff. You gotta hodl it. 'Cause I'm Kenn bro. We got your Bitcoin, bro. He's an original. Buy some NFTs and hold them. How many times does he have to tell you? Going to the moon. We're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. Going to the moon. We're going to the moon. We're gonna get real high. 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 Yeah, we're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. Bro, we're going to the moon. Oh yeah, we're going to the moon. We're gonna get real high. Real high. Yep. Real high. Hello, happy bros. Come get some Kenn Bosak.